Good day, YouTube. I am coming to you from my sister's house, the vintage house from 1926. So it's been a long time. I think they bought the house in January of 2019 or something. So, it's been time for them to move in and that, and they've sorted a lot of stuff out. So I figured I'd just do an update. They're actually away, and I have to take care of their cat and their fish and all that great stuff. So I figured we'll do that. So you'll get to see the Millenniwasher. You'll get to see the Whirlpool AC that was upstairs again. And there are some updates with everything along the line. There are also some ceiling fans, so we could take a look at those too. As far as the washing machine goes, no, it's not getting replaced unless you, washer twerp, are paying for it and having it delivered. Don't bother asking. As far as the fans go, they were just installed. They're brand new. They have LEDs. They're pieces of crap. Vintage ones are better. I understand. Don't mention it. I don't need to hear it. With that said, let's go on with the updates. So not too much has changed in a lot of different places in the house. Things are sorted out. This looks, very politely put together. That's kind of nice. CDs, tapes, records, all kinds of stuff. This is their TV. It is. I think that's their cable box. And there is indeed, hiding behind the Universal Studios thing, which was actually from our neighbor when my sister and I were kids. They were moving and we got it. Behind that is an actual Atari 2600, the very one my sister and I had when we were kids, and indeed, yes, it still works. This is one of those plug-in TV games things that does Atari games. Original NES from, I believe, 1987. That was again ours, and we got it somewhere around that time. Her old stereo, this was a trash find. She bought the turntable and bought the CD player and bought the tape deck, although that's actually a replacement tape deck. The one that she had was gotten rid of. The speakers the cat had destroyed, they are also trash finds to be eventually replaced with these. That hasn't happened yet. Last time I showed you the closet with the angled door. Yes, there's still light in there. It still works. So we'll go on to the dining room. This is what it looks like in quintessential America during Calderona, working from home. So there's laptops and a mostly empty table. Things are pretty much the same. There used to be a thing over there which might be that now. I'm not certain. Something changed or moved. This was all here, as it were. Her fridge, which is running. She had that when I still lived in my parents' house. Boy, did my dad get pissed with this damn thing. He used to go upstairs and unplug it on her while she was out. The sunroom, or whatever you want to call it, this was an addition to the house. A couple of filing cabinets and other shit. Goes out to the deck here. The two steps on the deck over there were replaced because they were rotting out. The garage now has right there power going to it. It had power, but then the power took a crap and they actually ran some decent power out there. I don't think I can get out to the garage, at least this time. It looks like they got a fire pit. That old shack that's back there, used to be a tree house or something, is still there. And there was a squirrel in the tree. Other than that, it's nice to see that the money that is well spent turns yellow. It just does. She had this thing since her first apartment that I remember, and this computer as well. This was our IBM Pro printer, dot matrix printer from when we were kids. It still works. It's nothing here is plugged in. It's just, I guess, for show. I don't understand that. That is, oh boy, that foam is disintegrated. That's not good. But the print head there is a replacement. That actually did go bad at one point or another. And the two little clips on this thing had broken off. Most Pro printers are missing that piece, so it's even amazing it's around. This old Wang 286 PC, again, nothing is plugged in, you know. But that somehow, I guess, forgot its CMOS settings, and I was not able to reset it using 6 different programs. Some books, tchotchkes, more of her shit, and let's carry on. Into the kitchen. I don't think really much has changed in here. The LG microwave that I gave her, that I was so glad to get rid of, it's still here and still works. Actually, it's just interesting that it was just the right size for the area. And, I mean, I guess you could have gone a little bit larger, but that's it. Same stove. The clock is still knackered from what I understand, but at certain times of the day the clock shows properly. It's just the display is wonk. And maybe missing a little knob on that. I'm not sure. It's gas oven, toaster and pepper grinder. Here we'll look at the Brown Microtech System 3 vent fan. It looks like it's got a filter on each side and a light. There's the light. It's incandescent. The fan is variable speed. Sounds like it's not even running, but it is. Real grumbly at the lower speeds, but you don't really hear it until you get up to... But it's running, so that's that. That's really it. The Kitchenaid Dishwasher is still working. Hers hasn't rusted out. She's lucky, because this is similar in a lot of ways to mine. She actually has an actual timer. Nope, sorry dishwasher twerps. Not getting a run-up of stuff. We're just doing an update. Kenmore fridge is still here. It still does its thing. It was running last I was here yesterday, and it sounded kind of grumbly, but it was otherwise running. They got a line to hook up the ice maker in it, but that has not happened yet. There's a squirrel in the backyard. And this sundial my sister made in Tech Ed in 7th or 8th grade that she was in. That is a fucking big candle. Alright, let's head on downstairs.